Hello everybody, so today I'm going to be showing you guys how YouTubers and podcasters like myself actually make money, because it's a little bit of a secret. That's not a secret, but it's stuff that we don't really talk about too much, because most people have this assumption that you get most of your money through like AdSense and sponsorships and so on, and that's not exactly the case here. So I'm going to show you guys how a good breakdown. So actually the two best breakdowns that are on the internet for this kind of stuff, how people online make money, I'll leave a link in the description. So it's the Pat Flynn's Smart Passive Income podcast. By the way, great podcast. I love both of these guys, and John Lee Dumas's Entrepreneur on Fire. I used to listen to these guys all the time. I recommend them. I'll leave links down in the description below for you to go through this page as I'm going to go through. So this is a really, really good example. Sure, they're making millions of dollars, but the percentages are pretty much the same for all people like on the internet that have a business on the internet. So again, we're going to look at this here. So podcast sponsorships. So they are big podcasters. They're some of the biggest podcasts in the entire world. Most people think that they make their money through sponsorships because, you know, millions of listeners, you know, sponsors are willing to pay $500 or $1,000 for an ad. And that's not the case. So as you can see, $15,000 in this month was made through podcast sponsorships. So right here and right here. Now, he also sold some software. Now, this is a very minor part of it. He sold some software through his podcast, which added up to almost the same amount as the sponsorships. So we're going to go up here, scroll up, to niche sites. So he creates niche websites and markets them through his podcast. There's another $6,000. So already here, just for niche sites and software and apps, he's already making more money from that and marketing that through his podcast than he is actually through ad revenue from his actual podcast, which gets millions of downloads. So we're going up here, events and in-person sales here, and here's the kicker. I want to talk about this kicker here is the course sales. So making an online course to show people how to make this $15,000 here, that is the dirty little secret. So for me, one of the ways that I make money is that, you know, I'm showing people how to make, you know, money through stocks, money through YouTube, and so on. And so by actually doing that, showing people how I did it through my science channel, doing it how I made like $5,000 in stocks, $5,000 to $8,000 in stocks in second year university while in my dorm room, I make more money from that than I did actually making the money from stocks and from YouTube. And that's the dirty, you know, little secret of this. And I thought that you guys should know. So over here we have the course sales, and this is really, really typical, is that the course sales for this month were $152,000 for Pat Flynn over here. It's sure he just launched it, so these sales are probably going to be going down, maybe a little bit up, I don't know, but $152,000 in 1 month for courses. And so that's 10 times what he had earned through his podcast sponsorships, which is, that's pretty big. Now, he also does, you know, book sales, so $4,300. He does books. That's a common thing. I've made a book. I don't market it because there was a bunch of spelling mistakes in mine. Like, Jesus, I read through my own book that I wrote four times, and in the second paragraph, there were 2 spelling mistakes. Actually, one in the first paragraph, one in the second one. And I was like, you know what? I cannot dish this out, and on Amazon you can't like restart your books. You can't re-upload it. So anyways, that's done. Now we're gonna scroll up a little bit here. Affiliates. This is really big. For some people this is more, some people this is less, but $64,000 through affiliate marketing. And so this is something where all you need to do is post a link in your description in a podcast, on your YouTube channel, social media page, and you will pick up a lot of money from this. You can pick up more money through affiliate marketing than you can through your sponsorships. And so this is really important here. So again, he has a really nice income breakdown. I think I might start doing mine on my website pretty soon. Maybe in a few months I'll start that. I'm really busy right now. But so this is a really good example of how people actually make their money, especially on YouTube. So, you know, I was seeing this example. By the way, I have no problem. I actually like all of the people I'm about to talk about in this episode. So I've talked about John Lee Dumas. We're gonna go to his page. I've talked about Pat Flynn. In terms of YouTube, so guys like me, guys like I think Tanner J. Fox does an Amazon sales thing. Deadbeat super affiliate guy. Alex, whatever his name, Beckner, whatever his name is. I do watch their stuff. I watch their stuff, but here's the deal: is that they make more money selling stuff through their YouTube channel than they do actually on YouTube. Now, saying that, you know, most of their content is like perfect. Like it's just like me. You know, 95%, 99% of the content that I'm putting out there is just free stuff. Go take with it, go run with it. However, if you want a little bit more, you want a little bit more in depth, you're going to have to pay for something. And that's how people make money through YouTube and through whatever social media. So I know that the guy Tanner J. Fox, like his YouTube channel has 11,000 subscribers or something like that right now, maybe more than that now. But he's made $1 million through his course sales. He was making, a few $1,000s on his Amazon, or I don't know, a few $1,000 a month through Amazon. He taught people how to do that, and by teaching people how to make a few $1,000s a month, he made $1 million. And see, that's the dirty secret. That's the secret that no one, for whatever reason, really wants to talk about. And so my example, yeah, sure, I make a few $1,000s from AdSense on YouTube, but I make more than that through my membership website and through courses that I sell and through affiliate market. Actually, I just went hard back into affiliate marketing recently, and it's been going pretty well. So, and the other thing too, here's the other thing, the kicker on top of everything, is that once you build up enough of a social media following, you will get paid for consulting work like I do. I get paid for consulting work whenever I want to. I could, do real estate, I could do social media, I could do whatever the hell I want. You can get paid a really good amount of money for that. You can also, the other thing too is Gary Vaynerchuk. Here is a big one. So Gary Vaynerchuk, see here how Pat Flynn's appearances or whatever ticket sales were $375? Well, Gary Vaynerchuk's is like $5 million a year that he gets paid to just show up to places. And he wouldn't get paid that much if he wasn't on YouTube. I mean, that he made okay, so here's another fact is that Gary Vaynerchuk, he said on he was on with like Ty Lopez or Grant Cardone or something like that, and he said his net income last year was like $17 million, which is a good amount of money. Now, a large portion of that is actually through VaynerMedia. He probably takes home like what, $10 million from that, maybe five to 7 million or whatever through speaking, and so and he takes home like very little compared, for YouTube. YouTube, even if he advertised on his channel, we're talking, only a couple $100,000, right? So I think that is something for you guys to realize, is that, yeah, you can make a few $1,000s through YouTube. That's how I started. But then using YouTube as a platform to do other things, and social media to do other things, that's how people actually make money through YouTube. Ty Lopez, for example, sure, his channel has 800,000 subscribers, 1 million, whatever it is now. And sure, he could, if he were to put ads on his videos, he could make hundreds of thousands of dollars per year from that. However, by selling his course through YouTube, he makes tens of millions, like a year, and I'm not exaggerating on that. His course, one of his entry-level courses has like 200,000 people in it, and it's $67 a month. So, although people usually cancel after the first couple months, or even after the first month. So that's really important for you guys to realize, that, yeah, social media is just a platform for you guys to make more money through it. Whatever other field, if you want to do affiliate marketing, go through that. If you want to launch your own business, go through that. You want to launch your own membership website, your own course, whatever, social media is a way to launch your business. And so that's why Gary Vaynerchuk always says, like, document the process of building a business. Document the entire process, keep uploading, be on social media, because the process of doing that significantly helps your business itself. If you can get into the public eye and get people to know your name and get people to trust you and all that stuff through social media, it gets a lot easier to make more money in the future. I mean, I got offered speaking gigs simply because I'm on YouTube. All right? I could make money doing that right now. That could be my full-time job if I really wanted to, but it's options, right? That's what it all comes down to. So we're going to talk a little bit more about here. Now, Pat Flynn has some expenses here too. So $44,000 a month he spends on essentially payroll, $37,000 on payroll here. I have to hire some writers too and stuff soon. Not writers, I mean like transcribers. I want to hire some of those people soon, so I don't have to write up my own blogs all the time now. So let's see here. We're going to move on to Entrepreneur on Fire here. So we're going to go to the left here. Not as detailed of a breakdown here, but again, it's a really good example. So we're going to go to podcast sponsorships, $62,000, $500 that month. That's a really good amount of money. However, that's not even half of his product service income. I mean, well, that is about half, actually. That's almost exactly half. So he made more from affiliate marketing, $65,000 through affiliate marketing, than he did through his actual podcast, because he's using his podcast as a platform to actually make money here. And I thought I had ad block on. I guess this gets to the ad block. Maybe it's his stuff. Okay, that makes sense. And so courses, so he doesn't market his courses as much, I guess, or he's just marketing other people's courses. That's what he's doing. So $7,000 through courses here, $914 through resources through podcasters. And at the top here, let's see, what else? He Freedom Journal. So he sells books and journals on Amazon. So $37,000 from that. Again, more journals here. Podcaster's Paradise. So that's his monthly membership website. So from that, he's making $25,000 a month. So that's a lot of money. So that's generally the breakdown here. Through your own podcast, he's making $62,000 out of essentially $200,000 from his podcast, and the rest of it's stuff that he sells through his podcast. So that's just a general example of what it's like on YouTube too. So for example, I make more money outside of YouTube selling courses, memberships, consulting, speaking, whatever, than I do actually through AdSense. And so just being in the public eye, the thing is, like, you guys know my videos. I pretty much don't really mention my programs and stuff until the very end. I'll do a 10-second plug, and occasionally I'll do like a little one in the very middle. But my videos are like 20 minutes long, 20, 25, 30 minutes long sometimes, and I don't mention them right till the very end. So the proportion of me, pitching my own product to the free stuff that I give you guys, and all my stuff is not a lead up to selling. I don't really care if you guys go buy my stuff whatsoever. If you want to go buy it and help yourself out investing in stocks, then you can go do that. But I have a bunch of free stuff that you can go through, and I have no problem. I have no problem with that. Go through my free stuff, and I hope that you guys do really well. It's just if you want the extra additional, 10 to 30% of value, you're going to have to go through my website to do that. So that's generally what it's like on YouTube. So again, it's not just me, it's all the young guys out there. I know, another guy like Jeremy of Financial Education. I think that he has his own investing business or something like that. I'm not quite sure. Makes money through stocks, and he sells his book too. He's sold hundreds of books or something like that. So he's making money in other ways. YouTube is a platform, and that's what you guys should do. Is that if you guys are good to go, and want to start social media, just put out a bunch of free content first. Focus on that. Focus on building your following. And then eventually, over time, maybe start thinking about some affiliate stuff throughout on the way. Some affiliate stuff, or make your own course or whatever. And your course, for example, or if you want to build a membership website, you got to be some sort of, I don't want to say expert, but you got to have a real big passion for whatever your course or website is. So for me, it's stocks, it's behind the scenes YouTube stuff, it's businesses stuff. So stuff that I've done, stuff that I've built on my own, and that's what's on my website. That's what my membership is. But for you guys, it could be freaking teaching people how to play guitar. It could be history. It could be book summaries, right? I do some of those. It could be, YouTube. It could be movie reviews or something like that, but it has to be something that you have a passion for, and it has to be something that you have more knowledge than the average person. That's a pretty fair statement, because if you got people subscribing to your stuff and they know more than you do, that can be pretty bad. That can be pretty bad. So I think that's going to wrap this video up. Hopefully this explained a little bit about how people actually make money through social media. That's how you do it. You make a good income. So for me, again, thousands of dollars through AdSense, just me uploading YouTube videos and nothing else. That makes a good income. That I know I'm probably in Canadian dollars, probably going to make closer to $3,000 this month just through AdSense. And I'm probably going to make more than that through affiliate stuff, through courses, memberships, definitely if you add up consulting, and I don't think I'm going to do any speaking gigs anytime soon. I'm trying to do upload more YouTube content right now, so I'm kind of turning down a lot of stuff right now. And by the way, I turn down sponsorships 24/7. I've gotten a lot of those. I don't know. I don't really care much for sponsorships right now. I think making 20 or 30 bucks from a sponsorship for whatever a video is just not worth it right now. So definitely isn't worth it. 10 or 20 bucks for no way. So I think that's going to wrap this video up. So I'd like to thank you very much for watching. Obviously, you can check my program, courses, websites, whatever, down in the description below, and you get stock market stuff, you get the Wealth Accelerator stuff, you get the VIP program, book summaries, behind the scenes YouTube stuff. So if you want any of that, go check it out. I'd like to thank you very much for watching. You're all very beautiful people, and I'll see you guys in the next video.